What's up, y'all? My name is Shalandi. You guys can already tell from the channel. Today I have a pretty, engaging video with you guys that I personally want to share to the public, because I feel like, why not? It's interesting work that I've done in the past year of 2018 and stuff, and I pretty enjoy doing that. So I'm like, you know what? Why not share that with y'all? So one interesting thing about me is that I like to draw. The video is gonna be about me trying to share the drawings that I've done in the past year of 2018 to some recent one in 2019, and I want to share that with you, and I want to show you guys some of my artwork, and just tell me what you guys think in the comment section. The way I plan to do this video is I'm gonna rank all the artwork. So I'm gonna rank my top 7 because they're the top 7s that I actually like, and I personally feel like they're pretty good. So I'm gonna rank my top 7 piece of art that I did, and then I'm gonna rank my top 5 ones, which are the ones that are ugly and needs work or needs improvement, or just needs more attention, or just go back to redo them or something like that. So I'm gonna share those with y'all. Tell me what you guys think about them. I'm rating this drawing based on how it looks, not based on the people I drew, not based on any historical factor or anything, but it's based on how good it looks and how good of a job I did in it. So it's not about the person or the history or whatever. So it's just saying that before we get in. So my first one, number 1, is Che Guevara. I don't know if you guys know him, but Che Guevara. Oh my god, the lighting. But oh lord. Okay, I gotta do this again. Oh shit. First drawing we got is Che Guevara. As you guys can see, that's the drawing. That's the best I could do, and I have the dates on the bottom and my signature on the bottom and the person's name. So for example, that's the very iconic picture of Che, and so it's it's the best, it's the closest I could go, I could get to him, and that's why this one is my first one, and it was literally my first drawing in the book too. I got the star on his foot, on his hat. I feel like that was pretty cute with just the red. I'm more like a shade person. I just shade more. I don't do all the color, or I just shade, do the pencil and the color, and that's number 1. Number 2, right. Coming up on number 2, I have a horse. I drew this horse, and I think again it's pretty realistic. I feel like my drawing is sometimes pretty realistic of what I'm trying to do, and sometimes don't go that way. But again, I got the date on the bottom with my signature. I don't know if you guys can see all that. But yeah, and that's number 2. All right, now coming up number 3 on the list. I think everybody knows him. I don't gotta say much about him. I got Malcolm X. I also have this posted on my Instagram page, and I have the link down below too. So we got Malcolm X. I know everybody knows him, and everybody know this iconic picture of him. So I just went on the internet and found a picture and drew him. Again, these pictures aren't meant to be him exactly, but I just draw for fun, and I enjoy doing that, and so I feel like I get pretty close to what I'm trying to get at. And again, signature picture, got it close. Coming at number 4, I got a pretty interesting guy, Lin Manuel. I don't know if you guys know him. I feel like that's the closest I could get to him, Lin Manuel. I feel he's the director, founder of the show Hamilton, and I discovered Hamilton in my senior year of high school. And bro, I just got hooked in this whole thing, in this whole show. I got hooked in there, and I really enjoyed it. I listen to the songs still now to this day. But yeah, that's my representation of Lin Manuel through my drawings. And yeah, and funny enough, the next picture that I actually drew is based on Lin Manuel. It's also about the guy he made the whole play about, which is Hamilton, and we see this guy every day on our $10 bills, bro. Like, it's funny, but yeah, that's Hamilton, and I feel like look at your $10 bills. I don't have one because I think it's broke, but like, look at your but yeah, you will see him in your $10 bills, and that's exactly the image I tried drawing of him. And like I said, I have his name here. I think I have this also on my Instagram page. This was December. That was like last year I drew this. This one is number 6 in my list. This is the King, the Legend, Messi. The King, the Legend, Messi. I think I drew him pretty well here. I'm more like a person who likes to draw portraits of people, of like celebrities and people I know and like, or people who has an impact on me. So I drew Lionel Messi because I grew up watching football and I watch him a lot, and Barca is my favorite team, and stuff like that. So I had to draw him. I drew this when I drew this also. Drew this in June 9th from like 2018. So, and the last one, like I said, 7, which is like the last number. It's not something too big either. It's just something I thought was cool to draw, which was this hoodie. It's basically a person in a hoodie. I don't know. It was just so cool to. I don't know. It's so nice. It's good looking. I don't know. It's just something about it that really makes me like it. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed drawing that. I also drew that in August 10th. I don't know. I like the fact that I keep the date because I wouldn't remember when I drew this. But yeah, so like, these are my top 7 drawings that I did throughout like last year in 2018. When I was actually consistently drawing, and I like the ones that I showed you guys. These are like I said, my top 7, and so it's like, and yeah. So now I'm gonna move on to the next part, which is like my top, I don't know, but the top 5 which are like still aren't too good, aren't as successful to compare to the one I showed you guys, but hopefully. Alright, coming up with number 1 on what I think I could have done better at is Harambe. I drew that guy with the whole situation where he got shot because of childhood failing. I'm sure you guys will be familiar with that. I drew the gorilla himself. I had to draw him. I feel like the only thing I don't like about this drawing is like, was it too hard on the pencil? I made it a little too light, so it's kind of a little hard to see. But I think I was able to get some pretty good details. It wasn't that bad. It's just I feel like it could have been better. So that's personal feedback. So that's number 1. So number 2 on one that's actually bad is I tried to draw a lion, bro. Lions are so hard, bro. I cannot. It's so hard. Like, I just couldn't. Like, bro, it's the ugliest drawing. That's like a child. Like what is this, bro? What is this? What is this, man? Like, yo, I don't know. It has to be one of the one that like I drew this when I tried this in June 4th. But like, yo, it's just bad. Like, it didn't look good. But interestingly enough about this book, man, something pretty unique I want to do about it is like keep all the mistakes, like I feel like all the mistakes are part of the journey, and why not you keep them in there? They tell a different story, so that line is one particularly. Next up, number 3, I got. So this one is pretty funny as well, because what I tried to draw here is I tried to do Odell Beckham Jr. You guys know him. If you don't know him, then well, I don't know what to tell you. But I tried to draw OBJ. So yeah, I started thinking, yo, this is gonna be OBJ. I'm getting it, but then I looked at the hair. I just couldn't do it enough to make it look like him. And then I started to get some vibe like LeBron James with the beard too. Then I was like, yo, if I do the hair, I don't know, bro. It's like, and since then I just wrote unfinished right there on the bottom, but I didn't finish it. And it's been there for a while, and It's crazy, man. Some of these drawings I try to do sometimes just don't go the way I want it to go. But again, it's like, it's looking good overall. It's just, it's like, I don't mean to compare the two, but it's like, who is it then, you know? And then one of them that's, I don't know, I don't mean to be disrespectful about this one, but like, but it's just, to me, even though it's not that good, but I still like appreciate it because, you know, he was a rapper, he died, and unfortunately died young, very young, so respect to that. R.I.P. to him, and that's XXX, you know. Gotta put my man up there. The only mistake I feel like I made about him is like I just didn't get his body right, his posture right, and that's a pretty iconic picture of him too during the time when that happened. So I thought it was nice to draw him. I think I also have these on my Instagram page too. So yeah. And so my least and final one is one I'm currently working on. I haven't finished it, and Look, I stopped working on it because I feel like I'm gonna mess up if I continue, because I haven't drawn for so long, and I just got my book back because like I said, I lost it, and when I lost it, it went for like almost a year since I lost it, and I just didn't like, and then I kind of forgot. I didn't practice at all, and with school and everything got in the way. But I started this one, and it's looking really good so far. I think it's gonna be in my top 8 eventually. It's just I need to finish it. I just need to kind of like add the shades in, but I kind of like had the outlines and everything. So, and this is also one of my favorite people in the world right now, and it's Michelle Obama. You know, I got to meet her in the TD Garden when she came to Boston. So, and that's her. Well, attempting. It's very hard to see. I'm sorry about that, but I hope you guys can try it. Damn. Let's try this again. Alright, so that's her. It's really not clear. That's why I put this like maybe in a different, I'll put this in a different category, but like, because it's not bad. It's just like, it's just not clear for you guys to kind of like see everything, see the whole details. But it's a pretty famous picture, but I'm happy that I was able to share these with you. These are my drawings. This is kind of like, I'm not saying I'm talented, but you know, it's kind of like something I do on the side, which I really enjoy and very passionate about, and I hope to like keep doing more and improving and adding more pages to this book, because this book is very thick, and my goal was to fill it with drawings and everything, mistakes, whatever it is that's in there, as long as it is my work and I appreciate my work, and I'm just gonna keep working on that. So, and also I hope maybe in the future, if I'm drawing, that could be a possible video with you guys. I could even like draw it on camera, like with you guys, try to do all that, but it would be interesting. I don't know how I'll do that, but you know, it's an idea for the future. I would be open to that too. But yeah, man, these were my drawings. I hope you guys love them. I hope you guys like them. If you guys want to give me any comments, any feedback, you know, the comment section is open down below. Share the video if you liked it, you know, like it, give a thumbs up, and most importantly, subscribe. While I have the time, I'll be open to do any video ideas right now. So peace out. Thank you, y'all.